Even if I want to get 8 hours of sleep, I could still go to bed at 2 in the morning and grab 8 hours of sleep. Like, it's a great feeling. And also, my next class after that isn't until, I think, 6:30 at night. So I have about a 6-hour period in between there where I can pretty much do whatever I want. I can grab lunch, breakfast lunch. And my college, I love this about them, is the fucking shit. Like, you wouldn't believe, at breakfast, they have the omelet station where basically they have like all different types of omelet things you may want, like peppers, onions, bacon, ham, whatever you want. I don't know about ham actually. It's like a combination meats with like the bacon and ham in one little bin, and you fucking take a little like bowl, you walk over them and you spoon in whatever ingredients you want. You hand it to the omelet lady and you tell her what kind of eggs you want. Like, bitch, put those eggs in there, and then she puts whatever eggs you want. You want egg whites, you want full-on eggs, whatever you want, and you get like the perfect omelet. I always go for the what is it? I always go for the bacon along with I messed that jump up with tomatoes. That one's always good for me, just bacon and tomatoes. But I don't know. You could get pretty fucking fancy with it. I'm not gonna lie. This is something that's completely legit. I swear to you. Like, this is actually at my college, and I was so hyped up when I saw that. All right, here we go. Come on, come on. I want to beat this. People are going to start getting frustrated. They're going to be like, Jerome, the fuck is wrong with you? I'll be like, no, please, please. Alright, come on. There we go. Jumping through here. There we go. Now, the one thing I like about this is that it's, like, it carries one theme over, and I know that's kind of completely random, but I always like it when, like, adventure maps or things like that have, like, a common theme. Like, instead of doing a bunch of different, like, parkour courses, like, say, the Dropper does, where one of them takes place in a city, the other kind of mimics, like, I guess you could say an alpine slope or whatever, like, you know, like, things like that. This is all consistently, like, a jungle temple, basically, and that's the appearance that it gives, and I don't know. Things like that, little things like that actually really make me enjoy a map. It kind of, like, for me in some ways, as bad as it sounds, it can kind of make or break a map. It kind of, you know, it gets me hyped up about it. It's like, dang, you know, this map is actually really awesome. So if you are a map creator out there and you're wondering from an outside standpoint what we'd rather want, I personally put me down for the whole uniformity thing. I love that in a map. So I just love that this is all kind of constantly one thing. Here we go. Jumping over. One game I miss is Trouble in Terrorist Town. I don't know if it works with Mac, like the different games shifting, like Gary's Mod and Source. I'm not sure if both those work for Mac, but if they do, I'm definitely going to download those. And I have not made a video for it ever, but I used to love playing it. Just kind of like my game to play for fun and everything like that. I know you guys are like, film it, film it. I don't know, I'll think about it. I used to just play with the ASF crew sometimes, and I personally, I don't know, I'm going to I'll probably get a little bit back into that. Also, guys, this Friday might be pretty big. I'm not positive, but I think I might be going home for the day Friday, so I might be sleeping at home just, you know, for one day to see my parents, mostly because down the shore near my beach house, they have a seafood festival, and I fucking love seafood, so that means that basically I will be able to have my good internet back. I'll be able to live stream till 4 in the morning. Everything. My old games are all there. Everything's all set up nicely. My good mic, literally, it's going to be like it used to be before I went to college for a day, so it's kind of like a little throwback, I guess you could say, for one day, which, personally, for me, I think it'd be pretty cool. It's going to be nice to be able to relax. I know I keep talking about colleges, but that's like the only thing on my mind currently, so I kind of just want to get a lot of the college questions, a lot of the college topic out of the way, because I always get asked it. So, like, one big thing is people are always like, oh, do you miss your family, yada, 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 things like that. And to answer your question, you know, I do kind of miss them. You know, it's different not having them here, but at the same time, it's also pretty fun, because you can kind of do whatever you want. Things along... Are you fucking kidding me? Did I actually just get punched off the edge there? I made it as far as ever and I got punched. Whatever. Anyway, what I was trying to say was, you know, it's pretty nice to, you know, have that little freedom to you, but also you do kind of miss them every once in a while. I'm not talking about, like, you fucking cry or anything like that. Some people do. Some people do. I'm not going to lie. I have heard of people crying before. Mostly they're girls, though, but not, you know, that's your jam, and that's your jam. And holy fuck, I'm stuck here. Yeah, I had to kill myself. GG. And yeah, so I don't know, just one thing you're going to have to get used to, but it's really not that bad. Oh my god, I got the iPhone right before I came to college, and I'm fucking obsessed with that thing. I don't know if you guys ever played it, but I've been playing Subway Surfers like there's no tomorrow. And if you know what I'm talking about, like, let me put it this way. I'm so obsessed that I have a single challenge left till I max it out at 30 times multiplier. It's kind of like Temple Runner, so like if you guys know that game, it's like basically the same game, well, it's called Subway Surfer, and well, not basically, it actually has a lot of differences, but it's like the same concept. I'm pretty sure made by the same people, everything like that. So if you can imagine getting like the ultimate like bonus multiplier on that, like yeah, I fucking spent a lot of time playing this game. So oh my god, fucking floating fire. I like my fire on the ground, or touching an object, not just fucking floating. And I know it lit the ivy on fire, that's why I was floating, but it still looked kind of funny. It looked like it was like basically just floating in midair. Oh my god, here we go, here we go. Alley-oop, perfect. Here we go, over that gap. Around this corner, there we go. We're starting to make it back. I have a good feeling. We're going to make it further than ever. I'm not going to promise you guys that we beat it, but we're definitely going to make this further than we've ever gotten. I'm feeling it. You know, sometimes you get that vibe where just like, this is gonna happen. Well, it's gonna happen. And it's so weird when you do this over and over again, you keep losing. All the attempts kind of just blend into one. You don't realize, like, I couldn't tell you how long I was trying to play this level for. Maybe like 10, 15, 20 minutes. I don't even know. It just kind of sinks out of you, I guess you could say. Oh my god, here we go. Jump over this. Alright, we're back to where we were. This is the official moment of truth. Better readjust my boxers. Alright. Ready, guys? Now, one of these is a cursed fucking platform. That's the one. That's the one. So, I guess, do I jump over a fucking horse penis? What do I do there? Like, I don't understand what this game wants. Should I just break... You know, I'm gonna break all the platforms. Fuck it. We've been on this level for too long. I'm breaking the fucking platforms and I'm running. I don't even give a shit at this point. I'm dashing for it. Here we go. Kung Fu racers doing Kung Fu bullshit. Here we go. Ugh, there we go, made it across there. Jumping over the gap, shit. Oh my god, I done fucked. I done fucked. Oh well, no big deal. I'll be able to hopefully recover from that. Let's go down here now. Come across. Come on, yeah, buddy. I'm feeling it, guys. This is going to be the one. I'm going to break those platforms. I can feel this one. This is going to be the one where we make it right past that challenge area. I'm feeling a good straight three, like free right through, basically. I'm feeling it, guys. You ready? Ready? No trouble at all. No trouble. Hold my dick. Off that jump. Perfect. If you guys are wondering, one big question I get is, do people complain about me yelling, things like that, when I do my commentaries? Actually, not here. It's mostly because people, I don't even think, can hear me outside of my door, and if they can, they have to like put their ear to my door and just be fucking creepy like that. So to be honest, people can't hear me. If you're wondering why my volume hasn't really changed, it's because I kind of have brought my voice down a little bit, so it's a little bit lower than it used to be, you know what I mean, when I used to film. But now what I can do, you know, I just go into iMovie and I adjust the audio to increase it a little bit. So it's not like I'm afraid to scream or anything like that. It's just out of courtesy for everyone else. I like to keep it low, and you know, it's not that low, but I do have to raise it like maybe 150% as opposed to 100% the audio. So that's probably why it may sound a little different to you, but it's the same audio, everything like that. It's just, you know, readjusted so that you can hear me more clearly, and it allows me to talk softer, I guess you could say. Here we go. Jump across this. That ass. There we go. Perfect. Every time I say that I'm going to beat this, I never do. And every time I don't, I just get more and more pissed. So I don't know what's going to end up happening. Maybe I'll throw my keyboard through my computer screen. If you're lucky, you'll be able to see that. I don't know. You guys might not be so lucky. I don't feel that compelled to do that, but there's a chance that that might actually happen. All right, here we go. Jump across here. Oh, GG, motherfucker. Look at that ass. That was perfect. Awesome. So now we're going to jump across to here. And, come on. Oh, we made the jump. Perfect. That was great. And, here we go. Jump across there. Awesome. So we managed to make it here now. Oh, God. Fucking horse penis. 1 second, guys. There we go. Let's run through here now. Come on. Every time. I need to beat this level. I'm getting tired of this level. I kind of just want to move on to the next and see how challenging that one is. This one is just complete and utter balls, though. I have to admit, he definitely did a good job of changing the difficulty on them, like, you know, from easy to normal to this, and so on and so forth like that. It definitely becomes a little more challenging over time, but at some points I think it gets a little bit too ridiculous, I guess you could say, and yeah. Now, one thing kind of completely random at my college that I've been noticing is it seems like every class of mine, there's at least one person in ROTC, which if you don't know what that is, it's basically while you're at college, you train a little bit to become in like the Army, Navy, National Guard, Air Force, yada yada yada, any branch you want basically, and you start off in the Army as a second lieutenant the branch of military you're in when you are done with your college education. And the thing is, I've seen, because they have to wake up at 7 in the morning at my school to train and everything like that, I'm sure it's the same everywhere else for the program, and they just never get changed afterward. So like I literally will be sitting there in like English, or it's called expository writing in my school. I'll literally be sitting there in expos and you know, just sitting down, and like a fucking army soldier just walks in the room. It's like, I don't know, it's not like it's weird or anything like that. It's just, it's different, you know what I mean? Because like in high school you just wouldn't see that. And it honestly seems like every single class of mine has at least one person in ROTC, which to that I say pretty cool, you know what I mean? It's nice to see a lot of people are like interested in the military, everything like that. I'm not like some like gun freak or anything like that. I'm just saying, you know, because from a patriotic standpoint, it's just nice to know that there are people that, you know, are willing to still fight and everything like that. So I'm great. Like I'm very proud of people like that, and it just, I don't know, it feels good to know there are people out there that will still stand up for other people and their way of life. So I don't know. For me, it's pretty inspiring to like just sit down and have a soldier fucking right there. I don't know. Whatever. I am probably just jibber jabbering, and everyone else probably thinks I'm mentally insane. So I'm just gonna stop talking. I guess it's just kind of the talk is, you know, 9/11. I'm filming this on 9/11. Actually, it's 12/01. It just passed. It's now September 12th. But you know, people don't stop to appreciate. A lot of times, like it just kind of goes right over people's heads. But just from an outside standpoint, take a second out of your day next time 9/11 comes around, or anytime you even think about it, and just really sit down and think, you know what I mean? Like, it was a horrible fucking day, and I don't even know what else to say about it, but just appreciate everyone out there. Appreciate your loved ones, because that could have been one of them in there. I mean, I have, personally, you know, growing up in New Jersey, obviously, you know, from New Jersey, you know people that were in there. One of my fucking friend's dads was killed in the Twin Towers. Another person up the block from me, her husband, and he was also a father, was killed. And you know, just so many people also gave their lives trying to help. Like, you know, firefighters got stuck in there and the buildings collapsed. And just fucking learn to appreciate people in your life, and especially even if they're not family, friends, anything. Just learn to appreciate the people in your life. If there's one thing that I could teach you that's meaningful, just learn to appreciate people. That's all I'm gonna say. And people are gonna definitely think now that's like, I'm just weird. I don't know. Whatever. You can think whatever you want. That's just my lesson of the day, my moral lesson of the day, I guess you could say. All right, we are getting close to where we were last time, where the pressure plates are that I have to... Fucking horse penis, I'm done. I actually might... There's the walrus sound again.